Hello guys, Nexas here and welcome back to Destiny 2, and in today's video guys we are here with the first Iron Banner of course Season of the Witch. So this is going to bring back a ton of sort of old weapons with reprised roles, and the one we're going to be going over today is going to of course be Point of the Stag. Now this is definitely the easiest one to obtain right away. I think it's level 3 or 4 you got to get the Point of the Stag, which obviously is super low leveled and everything. You can see I've kind of spent a little bit trying to get good ones, but the Point of the Stag itself, this is actually a pretty sweet ass bow, and honestly a lot of people used to love this. This was one of these weird sort of I'd say pinnacle. It was like probably one of the only pinnacle weapons that actually came out of like Iron Banner and everything, and it made it really unique. You could buy it from collections as well for like 3 Ascendant shards. But Point of the Stag itself, it actually has some really sweet rolls, which you can see on the screen right now. So obviously it's gonna have Archer's Tempo, it's gonna have of course no distractions, but it's mainly in the right column where you see the bangers. So it's got Dragonfly, which is really nice. You're gonna have Swashbuckler, which is gonna be really dope in a precision frame. You're gonna have things like, of course, the Precision Instrument, which on a bow is gonna be insane. Golden Tricorn's always just nice in general. And what makes it really interesting too is that it's gonna have the wildcard Argent trait. So if you think of like the people who made like Telesto and everything like that, it means that every time you get a final blow, you have a chance of spawning some Telesto balls, which is really, really sweet. As I said, it's just a really cool Argent trait. We're gonna showcase what it's like in some PvP and some PvE. So without further ado, let's go to PvP with the Point of the Stag. Alrighty, so we are going to be on, of course, the distance shore with our Point of the Stag. That's what it's going to look like and everything. It's a nice looking bow, as I said. Iron Banner bow and everything's got that nice aesthetic to it. But this is, of course, going to be decent when it comes to damage and everything. So obviously 158 damage to a headshot. Yo, buddy. 86 to a body. About 101 to a body and generally with a full draw and everything. And the thing is that I didn't really... Obviously, I could use the Swashbuckler roll, but... Swashbuckler itself, it's good. Don't get me wrong. You can start one-shotting with a precision frame. The only other one is the Biting Wind. So it is nice that we have another bow that can actually start to one-shot. But what makes this bow really, really nice is that obviously it's going to be super accurate. And my teammate just doesn't get my freaking way. Ah, buddy. You screwed me out of a kill. But yeah, obviously the bow is going to be super accurate because of precision frames and everything. You can see I'm hitting absolute domes here and I'm doing so much damage. And that's the thing that's so great about these precision frames is that they can do is so much damage in of themselves. 2 body shots and you'll get a kill. So a lot of people do like these PvP. Now granted, I will say if you're going to use a bow PvP, you're most likely going to be rocking the Luminarch or something. Something that gives you free bite basically, because yeah, Luminarch is actually insane. But this bow is actually not bad. You can see absolute damage you can kind of do if you have like obviously a good what's it called, grenade launcher build, or you have a build that kind of goes in with it. You can do so much more work. Like if I had like a, I don't know, a hand cannon build, like with this quick draw too, you will absolutely nail people now. Oh my god, there's just people everywhere. Alright, there's a couple of muchachos over here. We'll get one on, oh, the freaking body shot. Alright, I need a, oh, of course you do that. Oh, thank god he was freaking weak. I would have been so annoyed if I lost that fight. But you can see the damage is going to be insane, especially when you get like the freaking radiant and everything going. It is going to be freaking nice. As I said, any sort of damage buff to precision frames just makes them so insane for like DPS. You can see the little bolts. I'm so far away hitting people, but there's my little Telesto boss with the wildcard, which obviously is going to be nice. Oh, yo, can you just not snipe me for like 2 seconds? That would be real sweet. And yo, oh my god, freaking madman. Oh, I hit him. 152, boys, he's weak. Get him. We're trading with the sniper. Man, bows do some insane damage. It's actually crazy how much they can actually do. As I said though, I could obviously use it with something else, and oh, probably not a shotgun. If I had a hand cannon on though, I thought I had a fusion or something. But you can do it with something else. There's my Telesto boss, but you can use it with something else you want to. As I said, I'm definitely not going in with like, of course, the most optimal freaking bow build. But I will say that this Point of the Stag, it actually feels really, really freaking nice. It feels super sticky. Obviously, it's precision frame, so I'm kind of expecting it to. Yo, what do you want? You want to peek this? Oh, boys, I'm doing so much freaking damage. Is anyone who over here who just wants to, you know, jiggle peek with me or something? And there's precision instrument actually coming in a little bit clutch. Oh, I got shot in the ass. The thing I will say that's really nice about the precision instrument is that what it actually does is basically increase your damage by 5% every time you kind of get it going up. So you can see I'm incrementally just going up to 171. It only maxed out at a 5 stack, which I'm pretty sure isn't good enough for... Oh, buddy. Pretty sure a 5 stack on it though isn't going to be good enough to actually one-shot anybody, but you can see those are just insane sometimes. Oh my god, you can just nail people now, buddy. No! Oh, I'm getting sucked off. I'm so dead. Sucked off by Hermes. Alright, if I legit had like an inch more, I would have been freaking fine. But you can see, you just nail people with a bow. Bows, honestly, I love them so much how you can kind of go in. I do think that they're fairly cheesy sort of weapons though, PvP. That's why a lot of people refuse to use them, but I think that if you got someone who's good with a bow on your team, every single sort of PvP engagement you ever get into is going to be so much freaking sweeter. Like, I'm telling you right now, you get a trials game and somebody using the bow. Can I actually get this guy? What the? Yo, this is the worst super of my life. I will say as well that if you get, I will say too that if you got someone good in your team with a bow, like if you're in trials or whatever, and you've got someone who's just rocking the monarch and hitting absolute domes, you'll do so well. You'll basically win so many games. Oh, we got the assist. Thank God my teammates are there. But you'll win so many games because you do so much damage with these. It's actually insane. Oh my God, boys. Anyone want a team shot with me? I've legit got the best team shotting weapon that you can think of. I'll get them weak. You just have to finish off. You can even have the kills. I don't mind. You want the final blow? Go freaking have it. It's dumb. Oh man, I freaking love bows so much sometimes. They can just be so good. Oh, here comes the damage though, and there's the dome ski. There's the bolts again. As I said, the bolts are actually so frequent against obviously in PvP. You can see like it's just nearly every kill you get the bolts to kind of proc. So as I said, there is so much kind of going for this. The only thing I will say is that this isn't like craft or anything. It's pure RNG. So you're gonna have to do a lot of Iron Bandit to try to get it or whatever. And you have to get to like level 3 or 4 to kind of unlock it first. So there is definitely a little bit of a drawback to actually farming with this or whatever, but as I said, this can be just really, really nice. Man, I got tethered, so this dude freaking double damage. Oh, mama. Oh, give me that aerial accuracy. Peek the corner, bow. Peekaboo, Pikachu. Peekaboo. Ah, we got that shot, but he's freaking not weak. Ah! Freaking vortex grenade. Bows are definitely like a niche weapon, though, for a lot of people. Like, some people love them. Some people absolutely hate using them or whatever. They are a niche weapon, but I would definitely will say that if you're a bow user, it's going to be a must get kind of bow. It's definitely going to be sweet for you guys because it's just a really nice bow in general in terms of damage, accuracy, especially the rolls you can kind of get with the swashbuckler and everything. As I said, there's not many swashbuckler rolls to kind of get. It's got a precision frame as well. So because you can get the swashbuckler on this, I would definitely already say you've got to get your hands on this. But I just think that generally speaking, if you're a bow guy, you will just love this weapon. It will definitely go in. How do I do 147 damage to someone? Why, Bungie? Didn't even kill that other guy, I don't think. But yeah, if you're a bow lover, if you love using bows, whatever, this will definitely be a bow for you because it can definitely go in, as you can see. The damage is going to be insane when you kind of get your headshots going in as well. You will absolutely wreck out, so yeah, I definitely will say, oh, that's the last death. No, I wanted to heal off it. But I definitely will say that if you're a bow lover, this will definitely be a bow to pick up because it's got so many good perks for it. I think that as people would rather them an arc and everything, and there is other arc bows. Well, I think that when it comes to PvP, it actually has some really solid ones like that swashbuckler. And PvE, we're going to showcase it now, but this should be really solid there too. Alrighty, so we are going to do the PvE side of things, of course, with our point of the stag. And this one, honestly, is where it's going to be a little bit better. Now, obviously, get precision instrument, of course. It's going to be great against these yellow bars if we did an absolute headshot. But as I said, precision instrument, it's just a really nice sort of perk because you can kind of get it going a lot easier in PvE. You see that. You can definitely start getting the stacks up. Now, as I said, it's about 5% per freaking stack, and it only goes up to about, oh, it actually goes up to like 6. Okay, 6 to the max. So we can get up to 30%. I was freaking wrong. 30%, obviously, damage increase, though. Is no slouch at all, and as I said, it is basically just for hitting headshots, which you want to be doing with the bow anyway. Now, granted, people will definitely say to me that precision instrument, you probably want to get something else, because damage boost in terms of, obviously, you see I have the arc weapon boost for like armor charge and everything. A lot of people say armor charge and everything are a lot easier to kind of get boosts going with, which is just a flat 20%. So I do understand why people might go for other roles in terms of like golden tricorn or Eye of the Storm, whatever. But I will definitely say that do not pass up on the precision instrument either. This can be actually a really nice what's called roll. As you can just see the damage start to ramp up and everything. Obviously, if you miss one, you will lose a stack. So if you can see there, when you do miss a headshot, you start losing stacks and everything like that, which honestly does suck. But I will definitely say that this bow, it can definitely go in really well PvE. I just think that it's just a solid choice. I think that when it comes to bows PvE as well, anything that can kind of roll Dragonflight is going to be really nice too. And the fact that this has, as I said, that golden tricorn roll or even swashbuckler, you're going to do well with it as a precision frame bro. As I said, what's it called? There's not many bows with swashbuckler that are precision frames, so it's going to be worth getting just for that case. Because it's PvE as well, I actually can't switch it up. So I'm going to go with my Arc Hunter and of course, or my Arc Warlock, and of course try to get a kill so I can get my freaking Golden Tricorn going. And then I get a kill here, and you'll see you can get Golden Tricorn by 2, which is legit just a flat 50% buff, which is going to be insane for damage. So I do understand why people go for this a little bit more than Precision Instrument. Now granted, I would say Precision Instrument is a little bit better, of course, for dealing with kind of the bigger boss enemies and everything. You want to do a little bit more damage, like more consistently and everything like that. But when it comes to Golden Tricorn, it's going to be more bang for your buck. So this is a Golden Tricorn roll and everything. So There is definitely different rolls you can get for PvE, but as I said, it just has some really nice ones, and obviously it's gonna still have the celestial boss and everything kind of going for it as well. So it is legit just personal preference. But you can see the swashbuckler or the freaking golden tricorn by 2, meaning 50% increased damage. You can see you can just do so much freaking work. As far as bows go, it's just a really solid arc choice to use in PvE. I know there's not many bows. People would always say PvE is great in the legendary slot anyway. Obviously, Lumen Arc and everything are still goated. But it is just really nice that you can kind of get bows like this going and doing well. As I said, it's just a solid bow, PvE and PvP. The only thing I will say is that I'm kind of disappointed it doesn't have, seeing as it's an arc weapon. It doesn't have vault shot, which I thought would have been just super nice for this bow. Because PvE, it would have just gone in so well with, of course, like Point of the Stag, being arc and different sort of arc builds and everything like that. Especially because you can get some really nice like archer tempo rolls. Of course, you can get like the those tracks and everything. I just think that freaking what's it called, the vault shot would have just been such a nice roll to kind of blend all the freaking rolls in together. But as I said, it's still got some really sweet ones for PvE, and definitely if you have the right build, you're gonna do absolute works. Well, that's it for me on, of course, Point of the Stag. As I said, this is gonna be an Iron Banner weapon and everything. You can get it at level 4 or 3, and of course Iron Banner once you get your rank up and everything. But Point of the Stag itself, this is a really dope ass bow. I think that PvE, it of course works a lot better. But PvP, guys, if you're a bow main, I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be a solid choice because this hits and it's super accurate. Obviously, this is my golden tricorn roll. There is other rolls you can kind of go for in terms of course, precision instrument and everything. But I think overall, at this Point of the Stag, it is gonna be really dope. But I definitely do think you should try to get your hands on it because wildcard and everything goes in. It's just an absolute masterclass of a bow, as I said. Really nice bow, and of course because it has that swashbuckler roll too kind of going for it as well, it means that you can get that one-shot kind of precision bow going and a good melee build. So you get any good melee build kind of going. So that's a one-shot with it. Super dope ass bow. I think that it's really accurate and everything, and if you're going to be doing Iron Banner, it's definitely worth picking up a roll of this. But regardless, if you like the video, show us a like, and if you need some more content, subscribe, and fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you next collective in the next one.